volcano! Born of ice and frost.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor. Now, destroy the tumor of the withering! Yes, thanks to you two.
Kinda.
It's that obvious, huh? Recently the rate, if that simply meant, for instance, this presents a crisis, and most
Huh?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions. No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumire for millennia. It's said that it originates. By the way, have you heard Irminsul is a tree I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul. Ley lines continue the dendroarchon. And as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukadevata's. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time. A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities. So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time. wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Oh, Tighnari, you all made it back. How did it go?
You reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh. Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tighnari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you?
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that she'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's late... That's correct. Those weren't because what you saw, my forefather... Now, after seeing you in action with... When you passed out, your consciousness... I could try to tell you... That was because... Please, wait here. Here, take... Also, here's a letter that I would like... No.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area. Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry. Need water.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Huh? Wait, Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around. How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area. This place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind. What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Next on the agenda... It's so nice to de-stress. Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do. It's so nice to de-stress. If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world. Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do. Access denied. Next on the agenda...
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Let's light it up!
behind schedule. It's so nice to de-stress. Next on the agenda...
What is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute! Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Well. Looks like we meet again, traveler.
The Abyss Herald!
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you. Bow before the Abyss! Abyssal roar!
We're way behind schedule.
Take flight! Sakura Swirl!
No touching.
The end!
My apologies!
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your brother. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
What do we do? Oh, there she is! Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Are you okay? That's really not like you. Anyways, we can talk about this later. Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We put that to good use.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from...
Oh. I seem to understand now.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living...
Oh? So...
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to...
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into...
So, Hypatia, just what kind of...
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have... I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk. It wasn't until I...
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. I was convinced... I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned...
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, alright, we're...
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes...
all done! Oh...
Are you already finished cooking? Are you already finished cooking? Even though everything you mentioned was in Tighnari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the... It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even... You should know that some researchers spend...
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn eel primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth. That's all right. I'm sure you'll come to a clearer understanding as you remain in Sumire.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn ale... Not to worry, though. It appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the... If only my... I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumire have lost their... Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm, while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa, so knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid of the...
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the...
What's so strange about that?
Well, it's strange because near...
Huh.
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumire. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumire do not... I was born into a I studied hard, but then, on the day it was in... Back then.
So...
Sorry. If you two are ever in... There's no need to be thanking me. You...
Now that we know Hypatia is alright, and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade embraces. I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
Adventure time! Let's light it up!
Nice and spicy!
Next on the agenda...
Genshin.
Whirling snow!
So rude!
My apologies!
Access denied. We're way behind schedule. Born of ice and frost. We're way behind schedule.
Teamwork is strict! Take flight!
Access denied. Next on the agenda. Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
Whirling snow! My apologies! Yeah!
We're way behind schedule. No touching. Next on the agenda. We're way behind schedule.
Whirling snow!
Access denied. just way out of practice. No touching.
Everybody stand back!
Come on, focus.
Let's light it up!
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda...
My apologies! means no!
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to... I understand that you're a forest watcher. As Sage Kage clearly stated...
Keep your emotions...
Sage Kage, I am merely a forest watcher. I see.
Tainari,
And what exactly does my...
you'll know once you...
And how long will I... Do you mean to tell me? If that's the case...
Tainari...
so be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumire City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumire City, correct?
That's right! We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumire City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumire City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amurta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumire City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumire City! But wait. That's right! Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
I've been waiting for you two. Well, thanks for waiting here just to see us. Don't worry about me. And, but I guess now, there's no need to... We're probably... Thank you. And, oh? It's my recipe for... Yay! I hope that whenever you eat them, well then...
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
my goods come directly from the...
Sumire City! Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something...
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumire City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently... But no need to worry. Perhaps you... After centuries of tireless as long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any... I should mention...
Oh, so this is the thing that...
You two are quite fortunate. And here are your... to activate.
Oh, says this little dude... May them... Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing! It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know.
Exactly. That... And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumire City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, Okay, next, let's... Oh, come on! Ugh, Paimon's brain is... Oh, smart idea! But what are you going to ask it? Huh. You Uh-oh. He's from Sumire. Let's see. Kainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home.
Yes, we must document
Watch out for pickpockets. How can my own brother say something like that about me? It's plain hurt.
Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me.
Great, you see...
What? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my...
Here, this is a...
Oh, let me Seems even Tainari acknowledges my...
We want to meet with...
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon?
What?
Well, as I said, all I know is that...
Huh.
The Dendro Archon is...
But...
No, and besides, in this world, take me for example. Don't mention it. If you two... Hey, come on!
Oh. So what do we do now? Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network! Let's hurry and find her!
Astra.
Catherine, we...
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is...
We want to meet with...
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. I apologize, but I...
Another...
Please, do not worry. In Sumeru, they take on an eremite...
Core of
Supposedly. They... Asfand, if you'd like to get in contact with him, you're welcome.
Alright, off to the Citadel of Razor we go!
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Asfa.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast.
Wait, seriously?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly... We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own 2 hands to carve out a living. We don't beg God. It isn't just us.
Oh? Why?
Just take the... In their eyes. Because of the academia. Not to mention that...
Really?
Ha! But...
Alright. Seems Osfund was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently... Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoa!
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man panicked by what he heard. The man sought out the Dendro Archon in a... The man journeyed. In despair, he thought...
Okay, and then...
And then... At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an... Oh, Archons, along your journey, we were in...
Yeah, thanks for the story! Dunyarzad.
Of course. So did... I'm terribly sorry, but...
Hey, wait! What the... It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just now. You think they're looking for her? The stink!
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a...
Yes, that's her.
Yeah!
Quick, after her!
Snow that once adorned the world in silver, thaws to reveal the gleam of the fruit upon frost-laden branches. How picturesque. Only some tea...
Adventure time! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
You're toast! Out of the frying pan!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Next on the agenda...
We're way behind schedule. Access denied.
Let's light it up!
Boba, get them!
Off we go!
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda. Born of ice and froth.
Whirling snow! Embrace the ice!
Access denied.
Off we go!
Add Ash. Thank you for
Dad welcomes you.
Next on the agenda... Next on the agenda...
Shadows of fate! Fate is upon you! I'm going in!
No touching! Blaze over! I can fix this!
Yeah!
Oh, I must press.
Let's light it! Everybody stand! My apologies! Decided by destiny! Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
I can fix this! No touching! Next on the agenda...
We're way behind schedule.